What's up, friends? Welcome or welcome back to 9 3/4. It's your girl Carissa here, and I'm really excited to be bringing you this May 2022 predictions video. I cannot believe April just blew by so quickly. I say that every single time, but seriously, it did fly by so fast, and it's insane. So as you can see, we have 4 groups for you to choose from. Today, I pretty much always stick to 4 groups, but here we are. So, without further ado, let's get into the selections. We have group number 1 with this Rhodonite moon. Then we have group number 2 with this Fluorite rose. And then we have group 3 with this Ocean Jasper turtle. And group 4 with this clear quartz heart. And as usual, you can pause the video here to take all the time you need to make your group selection. Timestamps will be dropped down below as always, and I will see you at your reading. What's up, group 1? If you chose this Rhodonite moon, welcome to your reading. I'm going to go ahead and put your crystal right over here next to my cloud. Perfect. Okay. And these pre-shuffled oracles right here just represent the overall theme of your month ahead, what you can expect for the month of May. But before we flip these over, we're going to start off with these astrology cards. I love this deck. I have been using them ever since I got them, and I take out these zodiac ones from the deck to shuffle out your top 3 zodiac signs from for your month ahead, and these could represent your signs, your sun, moon, or rising, or it could represent 3 signs in particular that will be playing a significant role during your month ahead of May. So we're going to shuffle 3 of these out, and then I'm also going to shuffle 3 of these out to see anything else we can look forward to during the month of May as well. So I apologize for, I'm supposed to have my notifications silenced. Excuse me. So I do feel like because all of those things are coming through group 1, you may be getting some messages coming through to you in May. People are going to be wanting to contact you. So take that if it resonates. Let's see what we have going on for you, group 1. Top 3 signs for group 1, please. We have, first off, Aries, the competitor. Assertive, competitive, impulsive, loud, aggressive, action, courageous, dominant, rebellious, dynamic, impatient, quick-tempered, ruler of the first house. Also, happy belated birthday, my Aries friends. We're going to get 2 more. Top 3 signs, please, Spirit, for the month of May for group 1. We have Gemini coming out as well, the investigator, curious, social, knowledgeable, analytical, intellectual, quick-witted, anxious, outgoing, inquisitive, easily bored, ruler of the 3rd house. So, amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay. And then a lot of birthday energy coming out here. So, happy early birthday, Gemini. Also, happy birthday to my Taurus friends, because it is Taurus season, officially. And we also have Cancer coming out, the caretaker, loyalty, emotional depth, sympathetic, moody, tenacious, protective, nurturing, familial ties, hypersensitive, sense of home, ruler of 4th house. Love that. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. Let me put these off to the side. 1 second. And then we're going to get some of these guys. to see what else you can expect this coming month. You guys, so Aries, Gemini, Cancer. Maybe you're hanging out with a lot of people who are having birthdays coming up, because I feel like Aries just passed. It is Taurus season. And then right after that is Gemini and then Cancer. So, yeah, guys, if these are not your signs, you know. So let's see, what else can Group 1 expect for the month of May? What's happening for Group 1 in May, please? That was too many cards. What's happening for Group 1 in May, please? What is happening? Oh, we have, oh, 5th house, pleasure, romance, creativity, fertility, sex, children, childlike fun, joy, love, passion, entertainment, art, culture, hobbies. So you guys are having quite a bit of fun in May. That's amazing, you guys. Partying it up with your friends, celebrating some birthdays, I feel like. The sun energy. That was weird, my camera glitched. Okay. We also have the sun coming out. Expression, ego, self, personal power, Sunday, Leo energy, vitality, life force, leadership, pride, health, yang, masculinity. So also with this sun card, makes me think of a lot of happiness is coming your way. It makes me think of the sun in tarot. So the sun represents happiness, just like a lot of joy, of course, you know. This is you having so much fun. This is another, this is like double sun. So that's amazing energy. I feel like you guys are really being very confident this coming month. It's all about you really having a lot of, like I said, it's just this joy and happiness and really experiencing that love and this feeling, this, it just feels really good in expressing yourself. And we're going to take the bottom of the deck as your last card, and this is Vesta, devotion, sacred sexuality, fertility, kundalini energy, dedication, purity, self-discipline, focused passion, diligence, inner spark, spiritual commitment. I love this. That's amazing. I don't think it's going to fit there. Is it? We're just going to pop that like that. There you go. Okay. And so Group 1, I definitely think that this coming May, you're going to just have a lot of pleasure, a lot of you being comfortable with yourself, being comfortable in your own skin, just really devoting that time to yourself. And it's like almost like you're just really being comfortable with being you. It's like this combination of Leo, Taurus energy. Whether or not you identify as that sign or have those in your chart really strongly does not really matter. It's just you really embodying those energies this coming month. You really just being comfortable with who you are and really stepping into your authenticity, you know, being really enjoying who you are and being expressive in who you are. And I love it. It feels really nice. So we're going to see what these two cards are now. We have first quarter moon in Libra, keep your heart open. And we also have number 15, appreciation. So yeah, I definitely think that this is about you this month, really looking at the bigger picture and the little picture all at once. And it's about you appreciating all the things around you and all of the, from like the tiniest things, the littlest things that you have going on in your life. Because you're able to really fully appreciate all of those things, you're also noticing more blessings coming your way. More things for you to be grateful for and appreciate are starting to really blossom and bloom. And it is that energy that is allowing all of this pleasure and joy and happiness to really come through. All of this really, you really finding that you feel good and comfortable in who you are and feeling that reciprocated love from those around you because they want to be around you. You're attracting those people who really love you and truly love you and see who you are, and it's because of that energy that you are exuding with this appreciation card, keeping your heart open, and you're inviting these energies toward you, these like compatible energies, these energies that are similar to yours. It's because of that you're drawing them in, and it's amazing. And you know, it's like what I'm being drawn to is the sun. You know how our planets rotate around the sun, and that's you. You are the sun. You know, these people are the other planets drawn to you and being pulled around you and rotating around you. And so that is what I'm seeing for you that's coming May. Right now we're going to get more further with these details as far as like looking at everything else. We are always going to draw, oh, I'm missing a deck here, hold on. We always take a look further into each section of your life, which I'm missing the deck that I like to use. Where is it? Ah, here we go. Okay, here we go. So we're going to take a look at your career / school, love and relationships in general, and then like your personal / spiritual, what's going on with you and things like that. And then we'll elaborate with tarot. So what's happening for group 1 in May? Oh, that was fast. In your career. So this is called TikTok number 30. What's happening for group 1 in their love and relationships in May? We have 16, all that glitters. And what's happening in your personal and spiritual in May? We have number 3, between worlds. And for some reason, I feel like this is a very telling card at the back of their deck. Number 51, milk and honey, is an overarching energy for your month. What this card here talks about really is just that you're going to be starting, because of this appreciation card here, it actually goes really well. I love how it's also mimicking the numbers 15 and 51. It's backwards. So this might be an angel number for you as well. 1551. You might want to type that in your search, Google search it, and 1551 angel numbers, and see what you get. A message might be really important for you to hear, things like that. 3 also seems to be a very important number as well, because you have 2 of them here. 3 is a number of growth and expansion. It's also a number of abundance for me. So abundance and collaboration. I feel like a lot of people are being drawn to you, as I said earlier in your reading as well. So as a collective thing here, I think that there are a lot of things coming for you this coming month, in terms of you really starting to reap the benefits of certain things and truly appreciating the things around you. The land of milk and honey, that's a thing. So and then it's a thing about really appreciating the things that you've worked hard to achieve, and it's about you appreciating those things around you, and I think that that's has a lot to do with it. So let's take a look at each area here, and then we'll talk about it. So let's take a look here at your career / school. What's happening in group 1's career / school for the month of May, please? Whoa, that's a lot of cards. We have number 11, the Standing Stone in reverse. This is the Justice card. Camera will focus, please. Please. Okay, cool. Let me just clean this up. And one more, please. What is happening in group 1's career / school for the month of May? Oh, let's just take We just need one, please. What's happening? Oh, here we go. The Six of Pentacles reversed. Okay. What's happening? Oh. Why do I keep doing that? I feel like a lot of things are happening. You might feel a little overwhelmed. Five of Wands reversed. And what's happening in love and relationships for group 1, please, in May? We have the Tower reversed. And then lastly, we have personal and spiritual. What's happening in group 1's personal and spiritual in May, please? What's happening in group 1's personal and spiritual in May? We have the Six of Swords. Which for some reason my camera just doesn't want to work with me right now. Okay. One more, please. So what's happening in group 1's personal and spiritual life in May? What's happening in group 1's? Here we go. We have number 21 reversed, the World Tree. It's called the World Tree, which also will not focus for me. I don't know what the heck is going on with my camera's focus. But that's as good as we're getting, so I'm going to put you here. Okay. So we're going to start here, group number 1, with your career / school here. So with your career / school, this is really about a time where this is exciting, and at the same time I kind of want to talk about this because I'm not sure how for some of you this is something that has already happened, and now this month is going to pick up for you, and for some of you this is going to happen all this month at the same time. So bear with me here. Now what these cards here are talking about here, because they're very similar-ish, with the Justice card in the reverse here and the Six of Pentacles reversed as well. This is a lot about like an unfair decision happening here. Someone really did you wrong, and I feel like maybe not necessarily wrong, but like it's like this thing where there was an unfair decision made here, whether it was in your workplace, they made the decision to promote someone over you maybe, and it felt like they slighted you, like you really deserved that promotion but they gave it to someone else, and it feels like you're really owed something here because you worked your ass off to do what you needed to do. It was almost like they promised you XYZ and you did all the damn things and then some, and then only to be not given what you were owed. You know what I mean? So it's just been like this. It feels like, it really does feel like this, like, what the fuck energy, honestly. If I'm being honest with you, it feels like you were so competitive about doing this, and at the same time, you weren't so competitive to the point where you didn't take care of those that you worked with. If I'm being real with you, like this feels like you were embodying all of these energies here, or that you will be embodying if this isn't has yet to unfold for you. In which you did all the things, you made sure you did the work, you were a self-starter. If you didn't know the answers, you did the work to make sure you figured it out on your own. You didn't bother anyone. You you know, you did what you needed to do. You're resourceful. You figure shit out on your own. And that's just the type of person you are. And all the while you're working your ass off, while you're showing people your shit, because you are amazing. You know, you're showing your shit, you're shining as brightly as you are. You also at the same time show your appreciation for those that work with you. You also take care of them and you appreciate them and you give them back, because you're that type of person where you're going to take care of those who help you out, because that's the type of person you are. You're going to treat others the way you want to be treated and take care of the workers who work really hard for you, because that's just the type of person you are. If this has to do with work, or if this has to do with school, you're going to be that team worker who's going to do all the things and not expect other people to necessarily do their part, and that's okay. Like, I mean, I know it's not okay at the same time, like in the back of your head you're like, freaking slacker, you know what I mean? But you're not going to rely on other people, but at the same time, you know, you understand that other people have other shit on their plate too, and so you're not going to fault them for that, because you have this sympathy within you, you have this emotional depth within you, in which somehow you still have their back despite you having this competitive streak within you. You're not just going to just cutthroat them. It's this cool balance that you have about you, and it's really amazing. It's this amazing quality, and I feel like that's an amazing thing about you. In which, while you may have gotten you know, passed over for this, and maybe other people have gotten the rewards, reap the benefits of this, they may have gotten the recognition for the hard work that you did, know that this month is about divine timing. This is what this card is about. TikTok, it's all about knowing that the universe is on your side, knowing that your guides and your angels, like, this is all about divine timing, and just trusting that things are going to start to turn the tables, and you just have to trust that in time, in due time, things will start to turn in your favor. So while it might feel like things are stacking against you, things are not working out in your favor, maybe people are not giving you what they had promised you. Maybe people owe you money and they just haven't paid it back. Maybe people promised you a position and they just didn't pony up on it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I never use that word. It's just the word that popped in my head. This month is just about trusting the timing of things, because things are going to happen in the right time and when they are meant to. So just really trust that. The letter T might be very significant as well for you, so trust in that as well. Sixes might be significant too, just because you have 1, 2, and then I said 3 might be a very significant. You have 1, 2, and then 51, 15 condenses to 6. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 sixes total, and then you have 3s, so 21, 3, 30. Those are 3 threes right there. So again, and then 6, of course, can be divided by 3. So that's a very big number, all about achieving your goals, growth, creativity, abundance for me again. And this is also a big number about harmony and collaboration, people really recognizing who you are and seeing you for who you are. So just keep that in mind. Trust that, you know, things are going to work out. It might not feel that way, and it might not happen this month per se. You know, I want to say the 30th might be a significant thing. It might happen at the very end of the month. I'm not sure, you guys. So it just trust the timing that it's going to happen when it's meant to. Okay. Moving into your love and relationships, all that glitters. The 5 of Wands reversed and the Tower reversed. So for some of you, this is about you seeing past someone's facade. For some of you, this is also about taking off your own mask, because you're stepping into who you truly, truly are. because I did talk about you really being more comfortable in your own skin and letting your true self shine through, being really comfortable with who you are, like I said, stepping to your true authenticity and just letting that really, really shine. It's just also about you. For me, 16 condenses to 7. You have 2 of them here. This is also about like reflection, discovery. It can also be about spirituality as well. But I feel like for your relationships and love, this can also be about you seeing through people who put up a front. You may have had a falling out with someone, or whether this be romantic or not, it does not matter. It could be love, or I mean, it could be romantic or platonic. It doesn't matter. This applies to either or. Uh, this is just about you seeing through their bullshit, and this person may be coming back to make amends. That's just what I see with this Five of Wands here. They want to make amends. They want to really take that mask off and be their true self. And I feel like with this Keep Your Heart Open card coming in above here, I feel like it may be calling you to keep your heart open and allow this person a second chance. But this is your free will. It's totally up to you. You know better. You know best for you, what is best for you. So you do what you will with that. But that is what I'm seeing with this particular area. It's pretty straightforward as far as like what's going on here. It's also giving me this vibe that you're going to be able to see through anyone who is not your speed or not your vibe. And like I said, you're going to be drawing it forward all the right people toward you and repelling the people who are not, because you're able to see through their mask, like whatever fake ass bullshit they're putting on. And because you're able to see that, you're able to avert any further disastrous drama that you do not want to deal with. And I feel like that is what is happening in your relationships and love in general. So I feel like that's what's happening. You're able to really appreciate all the things within your relationships that are going well, and you're able to really give the compassion and the love, and it's reciprocated in a loving way in which you're not going to have too much drama here in this department. This is more about like whatever drama you've already had. Someone is coming back to you to try and make amends, and it's totally up to you if you want to allow that person back and allow them to, you know, make that amends. That's totally up to you. It's your free will. Moving into your personal and spiritual area, this is Between Worlds, all about you really stepping in to your transformation, stepping into your true authentic self. Honestly, it cannot get more clear to me than that. It's this feeling of like stripping away the old you, the old things that were not really you, and really stepping into your shine, stepping into your true self and letting your colors like I'm just hearing, I see your true colors shining through. That might be a really significant song for you to listen to. But that is what I'm hearing playing in my head right now. So take that if you will. But this is definitely about you being able to see that you have grown so much and you have just really come so far from where you've been. I feel like a lot of you have been through a really big awakening and you just don't even realize. We have this Vesta card coming out here at the back of your deck earlier, and it talked about Kundalini energy, in which I feel like a lot of you may have gone through some sort of Kundalini awakening that might have been significant. You might want to look that up and see if that is something that might have resonated for you. And this could just be a, you know, any type of awakening, honestly, is a big deal. It doesn't have to be necessarily a kundalini, but it makes me feel kundalini just because I see the snake here in this world tree card, and snakes often make me think of kundalini energy. And so with this 21 world tree card in reverse, this is a lot about you not being able to accept the fact that you have reached the end, the fact that you have come this far, and really enjoy being where you are and enjoy the fruits of your labor. And not to say that your transformation is over, because transforming is a never-ending thing. You're always going to keep growing and transforming over time. It's not like a one and done thing. But this is just really about you fully accepting the fact that you have grown so much and come so far, and allowing yourself to really enjoy who you are and how far you've come, and let yourself celebrate that. Celebrate you. Celebrate the hard work that you've done. Celebrate just how much you've grown and how much more you are, because that's what this is. This is about you accepting that and allowing yourself to feel that, because right now you're saying to yourself that no, like you it's like you're denying yourself this celebration. You're denying yourself this closure of, like, I didn't do enough. Like it feels like that energy of I'm not enough, I didn't do enough, I'm not done yet. And like, sure, you're not done yet. You're going to keep going and keep growing and keep transforming over time, but you need to stop and smell the roses. You need to stop and enjoy that, like, sunlight, that beam of sunshine that's peeking through the trees. Stop and enjoy it. Appreciate that part of your journey that you've reached. Allow yourself to stop here and rest and just be who you are and where you are, because that's part of it. That's part of your journey. And you've grown so much. And that's what I'm seeing for your personal and spiritual. It's just about you really just allowing yourself to enjoy who you are and being truly free in your own self, because you are pretty much there. It's just that this little voice in your head is saying, like, but wait, am I? It's almost like that. And so with that being said, I do want to finish off with some advice. Where is it? Let's finish off with the self-care advice. Let's finish off with some self-care advice, you guys. What advice do you have for group 1? We have be still. Number 4, be still. Yes, be still. Enjoy this moment and where you are. Really, allow yourself to just be. We'll get 2 more. I just realized I didn't do tea leaf cards this time. Maybe I should get you some. Advice for group 1, please. Self-care advice for group 1. We have connect with fire. Number 12, another 3 card. So always be safe, of course, but I feel like doing candle magic, anything to do with candles, lighting a candle for yourself or your guides, things like that. Maybe enjoying a bonfire might be significant for you as well. Having some s'mores, I feel like that might be significant. Might be enjoyable for you, pleasurable. We also have number 11, connect with crystals. Crystals are amazing to help you as well. I'm going to go ahead and get you some tea leaf cards, guys, just as soon as I find them. Alright, guys, I got the tea leaf cards, and we're going to stack them into 3 stacks here. We're going to get 1 from each stack. So, what can group 1 expect for the month of May, please? Here we go. We have Cane, pay attention to your health. Okay. One more, please. Also have Scales, keep your life in balance. And then lastly, we have Gavel, involvement with the law. I feel like we had a lot of justice things coming out here, so I feel like you're reaching some point of your divine things coming back into balance, karmic balance coming back into play, things like that. So that's what I'm seeing for you, group one. That's where I'm going to leave it for you. Thank you so much for letting me do this reading for you, and I'm really excited for your May month ahead. And again, thank you so much for letting me do this reading for you. If you enjoy this, please go ahead and smash the like button and comment down below to let me know how you enjoyed this reading. And if you enjoyed it, I would really appreciate it if you went ahead and subscribed. Don't forget to hit the little bell notification so you don't miss a beat. And I'm also going to be linking my Patreon down below in case you're interested in joining our family over there, where we have our exclusive monthly zodiac predictions reading as well. That'll be posted up shortly after I finish filming these. And yeah, you guys, we also have exclusive pick card readings there, weekly week ahead readings there, so that's really exciting, as well as our extendeds are all available over on Patreon. So thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribing and liking is the easiest way for you to support me, so I really do appreciate you so much, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye. What's up, group 2? If you chose this Fluorite Rose, so welcome to your reading. I'm going to go ahead and pop your crystal right over here so you can still see it. And if you're new to these monthly prediction readings, these are pre-shuffled oracles that kind of give us an overview of what to expect for your month ahead. For this month, it's going to be for May 2022. So we're going to leave these here for now and get to those in just a little bit. But I have this particular deck here that I've been using ever since I've gotten it. That was weird. I take out these 12 zodiac cards from this astrology deck, and I shuffle out 3, and they're the top 3 zodiac signs that are going to play a significant role for your month ahead. Now, these can be particular people who are going to play a significant role in your month ahead, or these could be even your signs. So definitely take what resonates, and I will also be shuffling a couple of these out as well to see what you can expect for the month ahead. And then we'll also be getting some tea leaf cards, and then we're going to look at your career / school, love and relationships, and personal / spiritual as well. And then finish off with some self-care advice. So without further ado, one second. Okay, so without further ado, let's just see your top 3. What are group 2's top 3 zodiac signs for the month of May 2022? I can't believe April just blew right by. So what are group 2's top 3 top 3 zodiac signs for the month of May, please? Top 3 zodiac signs for group 2 in the month of May. Top 3 zodiac signs for group 2 in the month of May. I'm having a difficult time shuffling for you guys. This is weird. And you guys are going to be dealing with quite a few people. Oh, we have Sagittarius, the explorer, adventurous, distant places, free spirit, clever, travel, philosophy, bold, blunt, impatient, argumentative, independent, ruler of the 9th house. Okay, Sagittarius. 2 more, please, Spirit. What are the top 3 zodiac signs for group 2's month of May 2022, please? I have that one drop down first, so we'll take this. We have Taurus, the connoisseur. Comfort, luxury, reliable, stubborn, possessive, hard work, life's pleasure, serenity, productive, determination, stability, ruler of second house. Also, happy birthday, my Taurus friends. Okay, and one more, please. Top 3 zodiac signs for the month of May for group 2, please. Top 3 zodiac signs for group 2's month of May. Top 3 zodiac signs, please. Just one more. Oh, and we have Aries, the competitor. Assertive, competitive, impulsive, loud, aggressive, action, courageous, dominant, rebellious, dynamic, impatient, quick-tempered, ruler of the first house. Okay, so, oops. Okay, those are your top 3 signs, guys. Put that out of the way. And then we're going to shuffle a few of these out as well. Definitely a lot of fire. The Sagittarius and Aries energy coming out here. Okay. And what else is group 2 going to be expecting for the month of May? What else can group 2 expect for their month of May? We have North Node, fate, destiny, life goals, lessons, journey, calling, mission, challenges, soul purpose, the future, karma, learning curve, the destination. Okay, it's interesting. Okay, the next card. What else can group 2 expect in the month of May? What else can group 2 expect? Oh, way too many guys. What else can group 2 expect in the month of May, please? Whoa. We have Jupiter abundance. Whoa. Growth, expansion, Sagittarius / Pisces, Thursday, higher education, philosophy, good luck, optimism, faith, generosity, prosperity. And then your back of the deck is the Sun, expression, ego, self, personal power, Sunday, Leo energy, vitality, life force, leadership, pride, health, yang, masculinity. So I definitely feel like this coming month is going to be a time of happiness, abundance, stepping into your confidence. Some self-love is coming through here as well. And we did get a flash of union, so I wouldn't be surprised if some of you are coming into union with not just romantic partners, but just like the right people in your life as well. People who are going to bring you in your pathway in terms of your purpose, your things like that, like in terms of like your life goals and your destiny and your life journey, things like that, bringing you on your pathway of abundance and things along those lines. So I feel like these people are going to help you step into your personal power as well, step into your feeling comfortable with who you are and in your skin, stuff like that. I also do want to get, also, if you're wondering why these cards are magically flipped over, it's because the audio cut out and I had to shuffle out these cards again. Oops. My freaking thing keeps hitting. So these cards flipped out before. But you have first quarter moon in Virgo, assess the situation, and 44, woman holding a heart. So with these two cards coming out with all of these as well, it's just really about you guys, group 2. Again, coming into that self-love, being open to receiving love from other people as well as receiving it from yourself, giving that self-love and being able to not only, because you're open to receiving it from other people, you're also pouring it back to yourself. You're starting to realize and recognize that you're worthy of love, and because you're recognizing that you're worthy of love, you are now more what is the word? My mind is going to comfortable, but that's not really the word I want to use. But you're now more comfortable with being on your own, whether or not you're on your own or not. But you don't need that validation in terms of love from other people. You don't need that validation or recognition from other people, although it's really nice to get it, and not saying that you won't get it this coming month, but there may be times when you don't get the recognition that you might deserve or be needing, especially with this assess the situation card coming out, in which you're putting a lot of things on your plate, especially with explorer, connoisseur, competitor. I feel like there's a lot of things you're taking on this coming month in terms of your goals, especially aligning with abundance here and fate. I feel like we do need to take a step back sometimes and really look at the big picture. What is it that really is in alignment with who we are and what we are trying to achieve here? Who we are, what we're trying to achieve, and what is right for you. Because although we are, you know, sometimes we really like to say yes to things because it helps our loved ones out or it makes someone happy. Sometimes we need to recognize that saying yes to everything also drains us of our energy and takes away from the things that make us happy, and also takes away from our path. It shifts our path and tends to delay us from our own path of abundance and our own journey of happiness. And we often wonder why we're getting stuck, or why we're feeling like we're not going forward despite all the work that we're putting down, all the things that we're doing. And it's because we're putting forth all that time, energy, and effort towards someone else's goals. And while it's great to be really helpful and, you know, be there for our loved ones, there's a point in time in which we need to give to ourselves and give back to ourselves. So that's where this assess the situation card comes into play. It's really just kind of learning to understand where it is okay to give and where it is to keep for ourselves. So we're going to get you 3 of these. I have 3 stacks of these tea leaf cards here. So we're going to get 1 from each stack to get a little more information about what's happening for group 2's a month of May. What's happening? We have firecracker excitement. That's really fun. Okay, I like that. Some exciting things happening this coming May for you. What else? We also have, oh, you have some bonus cards here. We have bear, danger, especially in money matters. So be really mindful, assess the situation in terms of money. Although we have abundance coming in here, I feel like we need to be mindful of like some sort of investment. Bear makes me think of like stock market. So I feel like maybe be mindful of what sort of investments you're taking on, things like that. You have these 2 bonus cards coming out too, so we're going to take them. Chair empty, someone is leaving your life. And we also have wheel, indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. So you have those coming out as well, and we're going to take 1 from this last stack. Oh, that was quick. With target a goal-oriented person. Yeah, so you're definitely hitting some goals this month. I feel like it's an exciting month, and definitely you have your eye on the prize, but definitely you do need to be mindful of that bear, danger, and money matters thing going on, and this indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble on aimlessly. I feel like with this assess the situation, sometimes we take a step back and we're too afraid to make a decision here, and we just keep sitting there and are too afraid to move and pull the trigger on things. So keep that in mind as well. But further on to that, we're going to look at each section now. Whoa. Okay, what's happening in May for group 2's career/school? What's happening in May for group 2's? We have Never Ending Story, number 37. Okay, what's happening in their love and relationships in May for group 2? We have 43, Deep Knowing. Okay, and what's happening in their personal slash spiritual? That's too many. Let's do one, please. Oh, we have 41 soulmates. Okay. And then your back of the deck, we have time to go, number 45 coming out. So I'm going to put that here. Okay, guys, before I start channeling, let's lay down the tarot here to get more details. Ouch. Okay. Okay, what's happening in group two's career slash school in May? What's happening for group two, career slash school? We have the Six of Athames reversed, but it wanted to turn, so I will take that into consideration. What's happening for group two in career slash school from in May? What's happening in May for group two, career slash school? What's happening? Here we go. We have the Seven of Wands reversed. You also have the Earth Mother, which is the Empress. And what's happening in love and relationships in May for group two? Love and relationships for group two, please, in May. Love and relationships for group two in May, please. Oh, we're going to take both. We have the Ace of Athames, which is the Ace of Swords reversed. We also have the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, and what's happening in personal slash spiritual in May for group two, please? What's happening in May for their personal slash spiritual life? What's happening in May for group two in their personal slash spiritual life? What's happening in May for group two? Oh, we have the Four Wands reversed. Interesting. What's happening in May for group two, their personal slash spiritual? Oops. One sec. And we have the Six of Pentacles. Okay, group two. So talking about this area right here, your career slash school section, this never ending story is just about the story that you tell yourself. I feel like we might be going down this road of like, woe is me. That's kind of what this card talks about, is like maybe things have just not been going your way lately and you've kind of been getting like the crappy end of the stick. You've been getting passed up for things. You know, whether it's a promotion, a client passed up on you, they said no to you this time, maybe you didn't get the scholarship you wanted, maybe, or this particular school you wanted to get into, you couldn't, or whatever, program, you just didn't get the spot you wanted, or whatever. What it could be many things that you just were told no to or were rejected on, or something like that. Something to do, like, you know, with being rejected or said no to, something like that, okay? And just things just not working out for you in that sense. So you're kind of in this like pity party mode where like, well, what's the point, you know, like, why even bother? I'm working my ass off, I'm doing all these things, and somehow things are still not working out. Like, what is even the point? You know, why even bother manifesting? Why even bother doing XYZ when I'm not even being seen or heard or whatever, you know? And so the whole point is that you need to stop playing that violin of like, wah, wah, wah. You know, that's the sound I'm hearing. And what you need to do is start changing the story that you tell yourself, because it's just as simple as that. It's like, understanding that these no's and these delays were because of a reason. You know, there's something better happening for you, and the timing of it all is for a reason that you're not going to understand right now, but you will eventually. And I'm being told, like, for some of you, you might not understand until like way, way, way later, you know, and or if ever. So the timing of it all has a lot to do with the bigger picture that you're not going to be able to see even when you do take a step back, you know. And it won't be until years and years from now where, you know, you see the huge picture of it all, why you were delayed or why you were told no to that or whatever. But it's about you just understanding that you are going to be shifting gears and moving into a better, smoother time of your life, in this area of your life. And you're working through these struggles by overcoming this mindset that you have going on, this victim mentality, because it's that little switch that you make that's going to make all the difference. And understanding that it's go time, baby. It's go time. Like, you have this time to go. It's your overarching energy here of your month, and it really is time to go. It's like shifting this mindset is going to take a huge toll on everything in terms of how much abundance is coming your way, because you're going to start seeing the positive changes coming, and it's going to come quick. I feel like with this Earth Mother here, showing up as well. The Empress is the Empress. The Empress is all about like nurturing and slow and steady. And like, when you think about a garden, right, you don't have instant gratification there. It takes a while for things to bloom and nurture and things like that. And if things happen quickly, like say you lit a torch and it, you know, torches like burn instantly, but they also go out really quickly, you know. And then you think about a bonfire, you have to like slowly start it and slowly like this and that and add to it so that the fire just starts off like tinier, and then it slowly builds up and builds and builds. But guess what, that fire lasts really, really long, as opposed to like one little torch, you know. It goes out so quick. And that's what you want. You want something that's going to last super long. You don't want something that's just going to be really quick and that's it. You want abundance that's going to be long lasting. I'm hearing everlasting gobstopper. That took forever for Willy Wonka to create, and look at how long it is, and look at how everybody wanted that thing, you know. And I don't know why that reference came up, but it just did. That's what Spirit told me, so that's what we're going with. Moving into your love, and also what I'm hearing, you are able to just, you have to understand that you're able to do so many things, but you're not going to be able to do shit if you don't change your mindset. Like, you have all of these energies coming out. You hear Sky groaning in the background. She's like, stop complaining. Stop having that victim mentality, because you literally have, look, this, it says the explorer, the connoisseur, the competitor. Those words are standing out to me because you are able to embody these energies this month, and it's about you exploring your options, exploring your solutions to the problems that you think you have, and being a connoisseur when it comes to this, and getting creative, being competitive in your field, and being able to do the damn thing and making shit happen, making it work, assessing the situation so that you're able to do it. And it's time to go. Get off your ass. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Get off your ass. It's time to go. That's what it is. Let's go. Let's go, you know? And like, you're going to be able to create this abundance, and it's going to happen. You're going to be able to find the sun. Be this happiness. Create your happiness and your abundance. It's going to happen as long as you're willing to make this change. You know, no one's going to do it for you but you. So stop wishing and waiting and start doing. That's what is coming through really strongly. Moving into your love and relationships area. Deep knowing, 43. You have the Ace of Athenes in reverse and the Ten of Pentacles. This is really about you starting to find, like, it's more than just knowing, it's a deep knowing. And you know it's a deep knowing because usually with the Ace of Swords in reverse, I think like your judgment's clouded and things like that. But with this particular one, it's about inner clarity with paired with deep knowing. It's like a really deep knowing, like you know. And what I mean by you know, I mean when it comes to your relationships in general, whether or not it's romantic, platonic, family, friends, whatever, it doesn't matter. People, okay? You know who is right for you or who is your people. You know who's in your corner and you know who is working against you. I feel like you're going to know off the bat, you're going to be able to see them and spot them. You're going to have a deep knowing in your heart and in your soul who is with you and who is not. And I feel like moving forward, this month is really going to be about you moving forward with those people in the long term, and like keeping your circle tighter and building something like a long term, like family, whether or not it's blood or not. Like our family is chosen, right? We don't always choose our family based on our blood relations. But that's coming through super strong here. It's about spending our time with our family and choosing our family and really knowing who those people are in our life and appreciating those people. And I feel like with this woman holding a heart, you're really giving and receiving that love within those people or with those people. And I feel like you're also celebrating with these people this coming month, because 44 makes me think of Four of Wands, which ironically is here in reverse, which I'll get to in a little bit. But I feel like you're doing some celebrations as well this coming month. You might be celebrating some birthdays with this Taurus coming out over here as well. But I feel like there's a lot of fun energy coming out this month for you guys. In particular, I feel like you might be on the go a lot as well. Time to go makes me think you also might be doing a lot. You might have a lot on your plate this month. Assess the situation. Again, be careful how much you're putting on your plate in terms of who you're saying yes to every little thing. Don't be afraid to say no and ask for help whenever you need help, because you have people here for you who are for you, you know, in your circle. So I feel like you need to understand that they are here for you and you know who you can trust and rely on. So, and those who you don't know, this Ace of Swords here in reverse is Ace of Athenes here. It's making me feel like you need to, don't be afraid to just cut them out of your life, because, yeah, again, you also have this chair empty here. Someone is leaving your life. I feel like that's because you have a deep knowing of who is with you and who is not, and you're not afraid to be like, hey, bye, you know. And moving into this 41 soulmates, the personal / spiritual, Four of Wands reverse, Six of Pentacles. This goes kind of hand in hand with everything. It's really just about you, because you're really stepping into this understanding of who you are and giving yourself that self-love, and really recognizing that you're worthy of this love from yourself. You're giving yourself that love first and foremost. I feel like you're also attracting that love from other people. You're attracting more love from your soul family and your soul tribe. So I wouldn't be surprised too if you brought in new friendships and things like that this coming month. But also, again, like I said, spending more time and celebrating with people, celebrating with family and friends and things like that. I feel like that's something I see a lot here this coming month, and just a lot of generosity coming your way. I feel like I said, the love that you give out is being reciprocated. I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if you got some gifts being given to you. I also wouldn't be surprised, again, if you were receiving a lot of gifts this coming month or acts of service, depending. I mean, it could be a variety of different love types of languages that you're receiving this coming month, but I do feel like a lot of things are coming your way in terms of love being received and given out as well. So you're attracting a lot of that this coming month, and I feel like it's because you're really coming in to you being comfortable with who you are, and again understanding that you're worthy of that self-love that you've given yourself, and being comfortable in expressing yourself and your feelings and things like that. So that's what I'm seeing. We're gonna finish off now with this self-care advice. So let's see what kind of advice we can get for you, group 2. Okay, what advice do you have for group 2, please? Advice for group 2, please. Oh, we have number 28, intuition. Oh, I love this because it goes hand in hand with this deep knowing. Your intuition is on point in terms of not just knowing about other people, but I guess knowing in general. You know, your third eye is really open, so take advantage of it in terms of like being able to tap into your intuition when it comes to using it for your work or school, things like that. Also have number 21, drink tea. Tea might be very calming for you and energizing as well. And we're going to get one more for you, group 2. I'm actually drinking tea right now. We have number 30, look for fairies. I love this. Fairies might have some messages for you. And then we also have 44, sex. We have a double 44, so ooh la la. Number group 2. Back of the deck is movement, so moving your body. Moving your body would be very helpful for you, group 2. You know, it's a spicy month for you guys. So exciting, so firecrackery. You definitely have a lot of excitement going on for you guys, group 2. I'm excited for you, and yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you guys so much for letting me do this reading for you. That's where I'm going to leave it for you. So go ahead and smash the like button and comment down below to let me know how you enjoyed this reading. I would really appreciate it too if you guys went ahead and subscribed and hit the little bell notification so you don't miss a beat. And I will also be linking my Patreon down below in case you're interested in joining our family over there, where we will have our exclusive monthly zodiac predictions loaded very soon. I'm going to film it right after this. And we also have our exclusive pick a card readings there, not available here on YouTube, as well as our extended readings. And yeah, you guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you so much. Again, I can't thank you enough. So yeah, I'm excited for you, and I hope to see you guys so soon. Bye! What's up, group 3? If you chose this cute ocean Jasper turtle, welcome to your reading. He is so cute, right? I actually got this as a cute little freebie, a thank you gift from my friends over at Krystal. They are amazing. I love all of their cute little crystal things. I actually got a lot of crystals from them, but anyways, if you guys are new to my monthly predictions video, these two are our pre-shuffled oracle cards, which talk about our overall theme for the month of May. And then I have these astrology cards here, which I take out the zodiac signs and I shuffle 3 of the top zodiac signs that are significant for your month. These could be your signs or just top 3 that play a significant role during your month. And then I shuffle a couple more of these out to get more information as well. And then we look at your career/school, love and relationships, and then personal/spiritual. And then I also shuffle out some tea leaf cards and finish off with advice. So without further ado, let's go into this. Let's get your top 3 zodiac signs, group 3. What are group 3's top 3 zodiac signs for the month of May? We have Cancer, the caretaker, loyalty, emotional depth, sympathetic, moody, tenacious, protective, nurturing, familial ties, hypersensitive, a sense of home, ruler of the 4th house. Okay. Top 3 zodiac signs, please, for the month of May for group 3. We have Libra, the mediator, fair, people pleaser, balanced, sociable, sensible, diplomatic, polished, easygoing, fickle, indecisive, harmonious, self-indulgence, a ruler of the 7th house. And last but not least, top 3 zodiac signs for the group 3's month of May, please. We have Leo, the showstopper, enthusiastic, generous, magnetic, pretentious, show-off, bossy, extroverted, proud, headstrong, loyal, seeks approval, loving, ruler of the 5th house. Okay, and then we're going to shuffle 3 of these guys out. I'm sorry, 2 of these guys out in the back of the deck. Oh, we have the 12th house, subconscious, all things hidden, limiting beliefs, self-sacrifice, healing, endings, closure, spirituality, isolation, sorrow, intuition, dreams, unseen realm. And we also have what's happening in the month of May for group 3, please. What's happening for group 3 in May? What's happening? We have sextile, potential, talent, stimulation, relationship friendly, communicative, creative, expressive, cooperation, encouraging, inspiring, and helpful. Okay, in the back of the deck we have the 8th house, transformation, birth, death, rebirth, sex, mystery, investments, afterlife, shared resources, inheritance, secrets, joint ventures, and legacy. Love to see that. Okay, guys, so I feel like you're dealing with a lot of hidden potential here. Hidden potential coming to the surface. I feel like it's coming through, coming out, and I feel like it's coming out through a transformation that you're unaware of and that you're maybe been going through lately. And I feel like it's something that's been happening over time and it's finally coming out in through your confidence. And I feel like confidence is a big thing coming out this month for May. I feel like it's just going to be shining through. Your potential is going to just really be exuding from you this coming month. But let's just get more information. So we have leave the past behind, last quarter moon in Capricorn, and number 45, man holding a heart. Nice. Okay. So for some of you, this could be somebody offering their heart to you, offering up commitment. For others of you, this could be you offering commitment as well. This could also be someone helping you, leaving your past behind and moving forward in the love department and just being open to love as well. Being able to leave behind your past and walk away from things that are not serving you and allowing your heart to be open for new opportunities, new experiences, new relationships to come through, and not necessarily romantic relationships, but relationships of all sorts to come through as well. Hidden potentials where this could be relationship potentials as well. But yes, I feel like a lot of it is just coming through. So this is a really exciting energy. I feel like it's just I feel like it's coming through, guys. I really, really do. So let's just take a look at some tea leaf cards for you before I go deeper into this, you guys. What else can group 3 expect? We have pin, new job / career. Exciting. Okay. Now, obviously, that's only going to resonate for some of you, not all of you. What else can group 3 expect for May? We have Finger warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. You also have Bowl coming out, plenty of material things. You have a bonus card that flipped out. And then we also have the Sun, happiness and well-being. That's exciting. So we're going to take a look now in each section to see what's going on in group 3. This is, well, so let's see what's happening for you, group 3. What's happening in group 3's career / school. We have a change in the wind, 12. Oh, maybe this has to do with that new job / career for you guys. What's happening for group 3's love / relationships in May? What's happening for group 3's love and relationships in May? What's happening for group 3's love and relationships in May? We have Never Ending Story, number 37. Oh, what is that? We also have Exchanging Gifts. I wasn't going to, but I want to note that card. We also, what's happening for group 3's love and spiritual and personal in May? What's happening for group 3 in May for personal and spiritual? What's happening for group 3 in May's personal and spiritual life in May? What's happening for group 3 in their personal and spiritual life? Oh, we have Truth Be Told. Move this over, you guys. I wasn't going to take both of these, but it caught my eye, so I'm going to just talk about it. Okay, group 3, what is happening? What's happening in May for group 3's career / school? What's happening for group 3 in May for their career / school? We have the 9 of Wands reversed, as well as the High Priest upright. What's happening in their love and relationships in May? That fell on the floor, one sec. Okay, we have the 2 of Cups. What's happening in their love and relationships in May? We have the King of Cups reversed. I think this came out reversed. How can I make this look nice? Okay. Oh, I don't think that's going to look nice either way. That's where we're at. What's happening in May for personal and spiritual? We have the 5 of Wands reversed. What's happening in May for the personal and spiritual life for group 3? What's happening in May for group 3's personal and spiritual life? Something flip over? No. What's happening in May for group 3 spiritual and personal? What's happening in May for group 3's personal and spiritual life? We have the Green Man, number 0, which is the Fool. Okay, group 3. So with your personal, I mean, with your career slash school, this is just a lot about this change in the wind. It could definitely be talking about this new job slash career for some of you. Maybe it felt like things were, for some of you, it could have been like this April, maybe things were shifting and things were not happening for you. It could have been like it felt like the rug was slipping out from under your feet and just being pulled out from under your feet. I should have said, and it just things just did not feel like it was going in your favor and it just wasn't working out. But I'm here to tell you that with this change in the wind, you're starting to feel like things are starting to catch you. So this change is a good change. You know, certain rejections were for your protection. Certain things didn't fall into place or because better things were coming instead and in place of it. So with this change in the wind, this is definitely about bigger and better opportunities coming your way. And I feel like this has a lot to do with either your job or a new position opening up for you. For some of you, this could be a new career opportunity. This could be new school programs, a new school altogether. This could be a new school pathway. Maybe you're going in a new direction in school, things like that. But for a lot of you, this is just feeling like you are going to be giving up, but are wanting to give up, but and at the cusp of giving up, but at the last second, it's like boom, something caught your eye, and boom, somebody was like, "Hey, come here." And I feel like this has a lot to do with a mentor of some sort or a guide of some sort. It could have been, for some of you, this could be a teacher. Now, for some of you, this could be even a boss of some sort, or like somebody that you really look up to and aspire to be. For some of you, this could just be someone you really admire in business, or someone that you just really want to be like in your field of work, things like that. Because I realize some of us are self-employed and some of us are doing something creative, things like that. Really just taking your hand and saying, "Hey, come look at what I'm doing here," and just really helping you move along your path and helping you along the way, and like basically bringing you up. So I feel like this person is really helping you change directions, change your footing a bit, and helping you move forward in this new direction, and giving you some guidance in terms of letting you see some success, some real hard success here. Because I feel like you maybe have lost your footing in the past. Maybe you didn't reach the success of levels that you really hoped and aspired to achieve. And with 12 condensing to 3, this is really about you really seeing some growth and expansion and reaching some abundance here. 5 is also a number of change as well, and gaining some experience. So I feel like that's really something that's happening for you from someone who, like I said, could really mentor you and help guide you along your way. Moving into your love and relationships here. I really was only going to take this never-ending story card, but this pink card just really called my name behind it because I don't know why. It just did. So we took both. The never-ending story card talks a lot about playing the victim a lot in certain situations. And obviously this applies to your love and relationships. And then this exchanging gifts card talks about obviously the give and take in your relationships, reciprocating the love and receiving it, things like that. So this often makes me think that we can put ourselves in situations where we feel like, woe is me, why do I always, get the shit end of the stick in a relationship? Why do I always attract people who hurt me, people who do me wrong? Why do I always attract people who stab me in the back, blah blah blah? I feel like that might be a song that gets played pretty often for some of you. Again, take it only if it resonates. But I feel like what you need to understand is you can't dwell in that energy, because when you dwell in it, you attract more of it. What you need to do instead is change the narrative of the story that you're telling yourself. Change the lyrics of that song that you're playing in your head, because that makes a huge difference. And while that might be the truth of what you see, you really need to ask yourself, and I'll get there soon because that's kind of what this card talks about too as well, is really being open to leaving the past behind, walking away from those people and those experiences that really hurt you. Like, I'm not saying forget about them, but what I'm saying is let go of them and don't live there. Don't allow those things to live in your heart and in your mind anymore, and don't go back there. I'm saying leave it there where it belongs and walk away from it, because you need to let yourself be more open to new experiences and allow yourself to be open to new people and draw in the people who really deserve you, your true self. And the only way you're going to do that is by attracting people with the good energy that is truly who you are, and not this poor me. Like, I always get stabbed in the back. I always get hurt. I always get betrayed. I always get this. I always, like, if you keep saying, I always get this, I always get that, that's what you're going to keep getting. Because that's what you're telling the universe. I always get this. So therefore, you're always going to keep getting it. You know, you need to change that story that you're telling. You need to say other things. And it sounds dumb, but it's true. The way you say things, the way you tell the story, whether it be to yourself, like, don't even tell that story to anyone else. Tell it to yourself. Okay? Stop telling the story to other people and just tell yourself a different story, because it makes a difference. There's someone waiting to give you their heart that is worthy of you. And you need to be ready, because there's this two of cups here coming in, and it's about you being ready and willing to accept it, but you're not here. You're emotionally not there. You're not ready. Right now you're manipulating the situation because you keep singing a different song. You're coming off as somebody who is very closed off, somebody who is very just not emotionally mature and ready, and just unstable for this. And you have so much potential to make this transformation. You have all of this subconscious energy built up within you that is just exuding out of you, and it's becoming a turn off for this person who really wants to be with you, or who really wants to become your friend, and you're just repelling them by doing so. And so what I am saying here is, and what these cards are saying here too, is like, you have the ability to change the narrative and to change the energy of the situation, and all you need to do is change the story that you tell yourself. Leave the past behind, and you can change your whole attitude and flip this King of Cups in the upright, in which you are emotionally ready, emotionally stable, emotionally mature, and open to receive this love and reciprocate it, and have this exchange of gifts be given to you. And it will be an amazing feeling to have all of this come to you. You'll have this happiness really come out, and your well-being. Lastly, we have this 14 card Truth Be Told. And then we also have the Five of Wands reversed and the Green Man, which is the Fool. So this is about you really seeing the truth and being honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself, and you have this inner conflict within you in which you are kind of fighting this battle within yourself. I feel like that you have this inner conflict within you in which you're avoiding, and it's like where are you being dishonest with yourself? I feel like there's a certain area in your life in which you are feeling very dissatisfied and unhappy, and it's about you being completely honest with yourself, in which you need to look in the mirror and really ask yourself, like, what is it that you are not being truthful with yourself about? Because in all honesty, it has a lot to do with yourself. It has a lot to do with you taking the mask off. See how there's a mask here? And really being honest with yourself, because this Five of Wands here in the reverse has me feeling like this inner conflict has a lot to do with you not being able to truly step out of your comfort zone and truly let yourself do the things that you really want to. I feel like you really have this desire to grow and do things, but you're afraid to do that. There's some part of you in which you hold back and you're afraid to let yourself do certain things. And I think that you have so much, here we go, you have so much hidden potential and so much of this things that you hide in the subconscious part of you. And you really need to be honest with yourself in which, what is it that you're so afraid of to let go of? Because you battle within yourself of like holding yourself back. It's this fear of, I don't know if it's like what other people think, or fear of just being who you truly are and letting yourself be and do and go after what it is that you really want. Because I feel like it has a lot to do with a bit of all of those things. And really just do the damn thing. Be who you are. I feel like you're afraid that, you know, when you do take the mask off, you're going to reveal that this is what you truly look like, this amazing creature here, the green man. And all these people are going to look at you and judge you, but really that's not what they're doing. They're in awe of you. They're amazed by, you know, what you are and who you are and what you can do and all the things that you can achieve and are doing, and want to learn from you and all the things. So I feel like this has a lot to do with you letting your fears go, and I think that's easier said than done for a lot of us, you know. And I think that a lot of this particular area has a lot to do with your own fears and your own doubts within yourself, and it's just about you coming to terms with that, and it's about you really facing that, you know, inner demon and letting it free, and just like telling yourself it doesn't matter what other people think. What really matters is if you don't let this part of you go, if you don't let these fears, you know, stop caring about what other people think and just do what you really want to do and go after the dreams that you have and don't be afraid, then you're never going to find true happiness. You're never going to see, you know, your dreams come to life because you're so afraid of what other people are thinking. So afraid of what other people are going to say. And what you don't realize is that once you do start going after this, like, sure, you might find that people don't like it or don't agree with you, but what else you're going to find is you're going to find the people who do. You're going to find the people who resonate with you. You're going to find the people who love everything about you, who are going to vibe with you, who just get it, you know, and you're going to find your community and build a community, and are going to be so grateful for you stepping out and being who you are because you paved the way for them. And that's an amazing feeling. And I feel like you need to hear that message and know that there are people out there waiting for you to do that, you know. So let's finish off with advice, self-care advice for you, Group 3. Definitely shine in your authenticity and be who you are, because you're amazing, Group 3. I feel like you just need to understand that you are. We have make an altar. So an altar can just be a place where you store your things. I'm new to this, by the way. So there's you can Google and Pinterest these how to do so, and it's just a safe space for you to put your things that you have, like your candles, crystals, things like that, your oils. Just your safe space where you are able to go to and meditate and give thanks, things like that, to your spirit guides, your ancestors even. And we have 23, family, coming out. So spending time with your family, and family does not necessarily mean blood family. This can be your chosen family always. So spending time with your family could be something that you should be doing or will be doing this month. And then we have 21, drink tea. That might be very helpful for you as well. I'm being called to take one more for you, group 3. Whoa. We have abundance planning. Ooh, I've never seen this card before. So I feel like abundance is definitely coming your way, group 3. And it's just about you really getting in touch with your potential, tapping into your potential and letting it free, set it free, because I feel like you keep it locked up and hidden away from the world, and you're just afraid for whatever reason, and you don't need to be. You know, I'm hearing it, you really don't need to be. Come out of your shell. You know, I feel like that's why you chose the turtle. You hide in your shell, and you don't need to hide in your shell. Okay, but that is what I'm seeing for your May 2022 predictions, group 3. I hope you guys really enjoyed this reading. Please go ahead and smash the like button and comment down below to let me know how you enjoyed this. And of course, I would definitely love and appreciate it if you went ahead and subscribed and hit the little bell notification so you don't miss a beat. I'm also going to be linking my Patreon down below in case you're interested in joining our family over there, where we have our exclusive monthly zodiac predictions reading, which I will be filming shortly after this, and it should be up at the same time, but that is not available here on YouTube. That's a Patreon exclusive. I also have our extended readings as well as other exclusive to the card readings not available here on YouTube as well. So, but you just subscribing and commenting and liking really just means the world to me and helps me out a ton, and that is the easiest way to support me here. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye. What's up, friends? If you chose this clear quartz heart, welcome to your reading, group 4. Now, if you're new to my pick a card monthly predictions readings, these particular cards represent your overall monthly theme, what's happening for your month of May. And then I have, which we'll get to soon, and then I have these cards here from this astrology deck that I love. So these cards are the zodiac cards that I take out, and I will shuffle 3 of them out. These represent the top 3 zodiac signs that will play a significant role in your month of May. And then this could also represent your signs as well, Sun, Moon, or Rising. So take whatever resonates. And then I will shuffle a couple of these out as well to get more information about what's happening in your month ahead. And then I will also take some 3 tea leaf cards as well to see what's going on in your month. And we also take a look at different sections. So we look at your career / school, love and relationships, and then spiritual / personal life. And then I finish off with advice. So without further ado, let's get into it. So what are the top 3 zodiac signs for group 4's? What are the top 3 zodiac signs for group 4's month of May, please? Top 3 zodiac signs for group 4's month of May. With Aquarius, the diplomat, inventive, original, opinionated, analytical, distant, intellectual, humanitarian, friendly, tolerant, outgoing, ruler of 11th house. Okay, 2 more, please. Top 3. We have, we'll take 2 of these. Leo, the showstopper, enthusiastic, generous, magnetic, pretentious, show-off, bossy, extroverted, loud, headstrong, loyal, seeks approval, loving, ruler of 5th house. And then we also have Cancer, the caretaker, loyalty, emotional depth, sympathetic, moody, tenacious, protective, nurturing, familial ties, hypersensitive, sense of home, ruler of 4th house. And then we're going to shuffle some of these guys for you as well. What's happening for group 4 in their month of May? What's happening for group 4 in their month of May? What's happening for group 4 in their month of May? What's happening for group 4 in their month of May? What's happening for group 4 in their month of May? First card is Lilith. Taboo, darkness, untamed, intensity, independence, erotic, sexual liberation, temptation, secret desires, fetishes, shadow side, empowerment, destruction. What's happening for group 4 in their month of May? What's happening for group 4 in their month of May? What's happening in May for group 4, please? We have Earth. Lessons, reorientation, awareness, 3D experience, schooling, duality, human condition, didn't I say reality? Practicality, physical body, nature, stability, mission. And then the bottom of the deck is South Node, karmic past, comfort zone, mastery, old habits, the past, unfinished business, current gifts / talents, natural strengths, limitations, potential, stagnancy. So I feel like this month for you, group 4, is a lot about you, of course, learning some lessons. You might be doing a lot of shadow work this coming month, and learning a lot about yourself, discovering a lot about your shadow self, discovering a lot about your past, as well as your gifts, your natural abilities. I feel like this could be a month of awakening for you as well, in terms of you discovering things about yourself and learning things about your past and your shadow aspect. So I feel like that has a lot to do with a big awakening part, and more spending time in your shadow aspect. Things like that. But we're going to also look at these cards here. We have New Moon in Taurus, Know Your Worth. And we also have 46th Chakra, Archangel Metatron. So this is about your third eye chakra as well. So this is also about your psychic abilities, being aware, connecting to your intuition, things like that. And I feel like this is really just going hand in hand to what we were talking about here. But with Earth card too, it makes me think of Taurus, since Taurus is a earth card. So we're going to now take some, now we're going to just take some of these tea leaf cards. We're going to get 3 of them. So what else? What else can you tell us? Oh, here we go. We have dog far away. A distant friend is thinking of you. One from each stack. What else can group 4 expect in May? What else can group 4 expect in May 2022? Oh. You have Barrel. You feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. You also have this Lily card, Spiritual Love. That came out as a bonus. So we'll take it. And I'll get one more from this stack. What? Oh, that was quick. Frying pan. Trouble, accusations. Okay. So beware of that. Group 4. I feel like things might get heated between you and somebody. So just be aware of that. So let's take one card from each. What's happening in May for Group 4's career/school? 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 What's happening in May? We have Unfinished Symphony, number 10. Okay, and what's happening in May for Group 4's love and relationships? We have number 49, Observer. What's happening in May for Group 4's... Oh, we have number 2, Yin. Okay. And we will finish with these guys. Not finish, but get more details. So what's happening in May for Group 4's career/school? What's happening in May for Group 4's career/school? We have the 4 of Wands. What's happening in May for Group 4's career/school? Happening in May for Group 4's career/ with the 10 of Pentacles. What's happening for Group 4's love and relationships in May? What's happening for Group 4's love and relationships? We have the 6 of Pentacles. What's happening for Group 4's love and relationships? Now the 5 of Swords. Okay, and what's happening in their personal and spiritual in May for Group 4? What's happening in May for Group 4's personal and spiritual, please? What's happening in May for Group 4? We have the Moon in reverse. What's happening in May for Group 4, personal and spiritual life? What's happening in May for Group 4's personal and spiritual? The 9 of Swords. Okay. So, Group 4. You guys, okay, so for your career/school, I feel like this is some pretty interesting and good energy, you guys, for the most part. Okay, so this is really good because you are going to be, this is just, I don't know how to explain this. It's good, but it's interesting because this is about you not being able to quite finish things, but you always start projects maybe and you don't finish them. And it's about you finishing these projects that you start. And this could be in work, business, or school. Okay. And it doesn't matter which one this applies to, but regardless of whichever one it applies to, as long as you see whatever you start all the way through to the end, you will reap the benefits of it. And I say you will reap the benefits of it because not only will you see the rewards of it all, but you are going to be celebrating. You're going to find happiness within this project or endeavor. You will be celebrated. People will be flocking to you and seeing you finish this project to the end and be celebrating you and celebrating your work as well. But you're also going to see the long-term efforts and the long-term successes coming toward you as well. This is going to lead to long-term success, longevity, building up your legacy as well, especially when it comes to your business and your workplace, things like that. It's going to really lead you down a long-term this long-term path of success, and it's really just about continuing this work and continuing to keep going. And you have to keep going. You can't just keep starting a project and not finishing it. And it's about you finishing that symphony, finishing the song, because a masterpiece is not going to finish itself. You need to be the one who finishes it. And so once you realize that, you will really be able to finish this with abundance and with I feel like you feel like you might be lacking certain things in your life, and it's because you don't see things through to the end, and you need to finish it. You need to complete it. You need to finish the cycle, finish your project, things like that, and you will reap the benefits. You will start to see things really flourish and blossom and bloom with abundance, okay? Your barrels will be full, things like that. So I also want to talk about your love and relationships. I feel like that was really straightforward and to the point. I didn't even need to explain anything else. That's pretty crazy. 49, Observer. You have the 6 of Pentacles and the 5 of Athames, which is the 5 of Swords. The Observer card for your love and relationships, this can be often talking about you being too close to a situation and not being able to fully see what's going on because you're too close. So this is about you needing to take a step back so that you can fully see what's happening and the things that are going on. And I think that in your relationship, sometimes we're too close to certain things and we're not able to see other people's perspectives, especially when it comes to any sort of arguments, things like that. I feel like maybe with somebody we might be winning at the cost of someone else's expense, and that might be hurting someone in the process. This could be romantic or platonic. It could be in our family or our friendships at work, things like that. Any sort of relationship, it doesn't matter. But you have the opportunity to really give back and be generous with this 6 of Pentacles popping up here as well. And like even in this card here, you can see that he's giving the Athame back to this person here. But I feel like this is the guy that's losing, honestly. You need to understand that winning at all costs is not something, I mean, that's something that you need to winning at all costs, that's something that you need to ask yourself, is it worth losing this person over? Is it worth hurting this friendship over, hurting this relationship over? Is that worth it? And you know, sometimes you're too close to the situation to really understand how this person is feeling. Sometimes in the moment it doesn't seem like it's hurting or affecting that person in that way. So taking a step back, taking a breather, things like that, so that you can really see the angles of the situation and the perspectives, you'll be able to really see it and then go back and give what you are able to, because I feel like you are able to be generous with those who really need the help, or who really need your love and your kindness, your energy, things like that. I'm also being called to really understand that you know your worth. You know that you are worthy of love and receiving love. So don't let other people do this to you as well. Because I feel like it goes both ways. Like you're not necessarily being the one who does this to other people, but someone else may be doing this to you. So you need to know your worth and understand that while someone may be doing this to you, you don't deserve to be treated that way. And don't take that bullshit from anybody. You know what I'm saying? So just understand that, and understand that while someone may be doing this to you, they may not understand that they are hurting you in the process, or understand that it's affecting you in that way. So don't take it too personally, because they're not able to see the situation the way that you do. So that is that part of your reading with your love and your relationships. When it comes to your personal and spiritual, I feel like this has a lot to do with this is similar to another group. I can't remember which group though. This has a lot to do with your you have some like deep-seated fears that you need to release, like fears and anxieties within yourself. And this could be literally about anything. So it's going to be different for all of you. And I'm sorry I can't be more specific because it's not really pinpointing any one thing. This could be anything to do with your love. This could have to do with something that you're going through or growing through, something that you're going through on a spiritual journey, on something to do with your past and your karmic lessons, something to do with your shadow aspect, emotional trauma, past experiences. I'm hearing like childhood trauma, things that are stirring up from your past, bringing things up like that. But again, take it only if it resonates. I feel like it has a lot to do with that though. But again, only take it if it resonates. It has a lot to do with you releasing these fears and coming to the realization that you are not your fear and your fear is not you. This is also giving me this feeling that you have to understand that without shadow there is no light, and there's nothing to be ashamed of in terms of like those shadow aspects of you. That's what makes you beautiful. That's what makes you amazing. That's what makes you so strong and who you are. And you need to also understand that you need to be open and receive the love and the gifts that are being given to you at this time, because shutting it out at this time is not helping you. You are worthy of this. Know your worth. You're worthy of receiving love, worthy of receiving gifts, worthy of receiving abundance. And no matter what you've been through in your past, no matter what trauma and abuse or pain or nightmarish things that you've been through, that does not mean you are not worthy of receiving any love or abundance or gifts or things like that now. That does not mean that you're not worthy of it. So you need to understand that. You need to let that go. You need to release it. And with this moon card here, I think that a lot of these gifts that are coming in that you need to be ready and open to receive have a lot to do with your psychic abilities and your intuition and connecting with your intuition. Connecting with Archangel Metatron might be very helpful as well. So if you feel called to do so, please go ahead and do that. You might want to Google how to connect with him. I know there's an incense that you can burn to connect with him as well. I'm not sure how that works. I've never done that, but I do know there is such a thing. I think there's a candle. Although I'm not sure. I'm sure if there's an incense, there's a candle. But if you feel guided to do so, please go ahead and look into that. But yes, it's all just about you releasing these fears that you have and understanding that you're not your trauma. Going through what you've been through in your past does not define who you are now, and you're worthy of receiving love and knowing that you're a beautiful, badass being. Like you did not deserve to be in that pain. You did not deserve to be treated that way. You did not deserve to feel that pain in your past. So that's what's coming through with that there. I'm going to close off your reading with these self-care cards though and get some advice and guidance. Also, my throat just got really sore. Like I have like a really big lump in my throat. So I feel like that might be you guys. Your energy, like this feeling that you get, you might be like trying to hold back tears, or like that pain you get when you talk about it with somebody. Let it go, like release that pain and cry it out. Feel those feelings. You're allowed to feel them, you know? Oh my gosh. Hold on. Okay. Alright. One more shuffle. What advice do you have for group 4, please? Advice and guidance for group 4. Advice and guidance for group 4, please. Advice and guidance for group 4, please. advice and guidance for group 4, we have dream journal. So writing down your dreams, I think you're going to get messages in your dreams as well. So that might be a thing for you, especially since you have so much things with the moon here and at nighttime. I feel like that's definitely something that you might want to be doing. You might be getting downloads there. Spend time with animals. Oh, definitely. I feel like you might have spirit animals with you as well. A pet might be one of your soulmates, I feel like, too. And then you have number 42, read. So reading a book, curling up with a book might be very helpful for you as well. And then I feel drawn to this card here. Your back of the deck is 37, music. So listening to music might be very healing for you as well, group 4. But that is what I'm seeing for your month of May predictions. And that's where I'm going to leave your reading. Thank you guys so much for letting me read for you. And I'm really excited for your month of May. So yeah, thank you so much. I hope you guys really enjoyed this reading, and please go ahead and smash the like button and comment down below to let me know how you enjoyed this. And if you did, please, I would love and appreciate it if you subscribed and hit the little bell notification so you don't miss a beat. And I'm also going to be linking my Patreon down below in case you're interested in joining our family over there, where we're going to have our exclusive monthly zodiac predictions dropped there as well. I'm going to be filming that right after this. And we also have our extended readings as well as other exclusive pick a card readings. I'm not available here on YouTube, but if you just subscribe and like and watch my videos, that's the easiest way to support me here, and I appreciate it so much. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I love you guys so much. So thank you, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.